If a community is to make progress, it needs individuals whose activities, though useful, are not of a sort that ought to be general.
Okay guys, well hello there and thanks for this interview. Let's get right to it. Who created the band and when the band was created? Well, the band was created around 2014, I guess.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and it was created, it was founded actually by me and Mariana, our singer. And we've been playing music for 11 years.
Yeah, something like that, I think.
Yeah, since we were 16. And it was, it was that time, where we wanted to do something that we really enjoyed and something that we didn't have to compromise in order to get it done. We've been playing in bands for like forever, and mostly we played in bands, in order to, make friends and, just jam and all those, the more romantic stuff, that comes with jamming with people. But I guess, what would you say? It was about time that we felt like we needed to create, a band that it was, strictly just for the love of music and try to promote it in a more professional way, as maybe I should say. I don't know. What do you think?
It's not only that, it's like we wanted to do the music that we wanted to do in 100%, I think.
Yeah, with no rules, no compromises, it was about time that we supported, what we wanted to do in music and not what, a collective group of friends would want, and because you have to respect that. But when you create a band and you set the rules, that's there's the playing field gets a lot smaller, and that's what we did. And that's when we decided we wanted to start Project Renegade in order to pursue our passion, of what we thought was our calling in music. Who gave the name of the band? You take that one.
Oh, well, it was you, I think. It was you, because when we started it, we didn't have a full lineup, so we always kind of like consider it as a project and not as a band in the first place. So project kind of stuck because of that. And then Renegade, I think it's more of an attitude depiction.
Yeah,
of the band, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. It's really what we stand for, because that might be, that might not be the case with many, with other people, but we've seen ourselves that there is a renegade attitude, that we don't necessarily go with the grain, and sometimes purposely we will go against the grain, because that's who we are. Sometimes as people we are like, do this, and we will be like, no, I won't, because you are telling me to. I want to do it because I want to do it, not because you are telling me to. And also, it was about us noticing social patterns in society and inside our group of peers, and behaviors would be very almost robotically accepted, I should say, like in this certain age you listen to that music, or you behave like that, or you hang out with those people. And we kind of saw that, and we said, okay, what the hell is going on here? Why is everybody acting a certain way? Why there is no individuality? So us being the persons, the individuals that we are, we decided that we wanted to express that, and we wanted to differentiate and to be ourselves. And that sometimes means that you're gonna have to be a renegade in the eyes of of your peers or your loved ones or people that don't know you at all. But we were like fine, if a renegade is what you want to call me, then I'm a renegade. But in the end, at least I'm myself. I guess that might be an exaggeration, but that was the whole thought process behind it. I don't know,
Yeah. Or you could say that we are socially awkward and we just wanted to,
yeah.
to beautify that.
Yeah. Totally. I don't know. It was just what we felt was we kind of felt that the name chose us, not the other way around. I guess.
That's true, and we didn't we didn't make a lot of fuss. What are we gonna call our band? It was
it was like I just
two propositions and
it was that we just saw it and it was like Project Renegade. That's kind of us, isn't it? That's kind of the way we behave and the way we are as people, isn't it? And we said, let's call it that. That seems to express who we are, and that's why we chose this name.
Okay, the current lineup.
Yeah.
So it's me, Mariana, in the vocals, Odi in drums.
I'm just trying to bash some stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
Just trying to hit some stuff and make noise. And
we have Tassos
in guitar,
and
Makis is on bass. And right now we're in the process of auditioning for a second guitar player, which we will hope that we will have in our family by the time this interview is out.
So that's that.
Yeah.
Music influences. Oh my god.
Okay. Okay, so there are so many because
we're not crazy people. We just like music.
Yeah, exactly. We're just friends.
All of music.
Yeah, we like all kinds of music, and we never say no to a certain genre of music just because it belongs there. Like we won't say, oh, that's funk with a little bit of hip hop, and we will say, oh no hip hop or funk, no that's not me, or this is progressive metal or tech death metal, whatever you want to call those genres these days. We like it all. I think every genre has to give something into the music world. People are what would you say, multidimensional beings. And you need to accept it all in order to become a more fulfilled human being, I should say. You wake up one day and you feel happy. You're not gonna listen necessarily to Cannibal Corpse or something. Yeah. I mean,
you would listen to James Brown. I don't know.
Yeah, something like that. Or some letters. I don't know. If you would wanna trip out, maybe you will listen to some stoner rock or some spacey stuff. And if you feel very, I don't know, if you feel that a situation is very complicated, you might hear some progressive metal. If you wanna, I don't know, party and jump around and release some energy, you might listen to nu metal. We like it all. I think as far as metal goes,
yeah, we like a lot of stuff. We like metal, we like rock, we like funk, hip hop, classical music, jazz music, musicals, whatever.
You name it. As far as metal goes, though, because okay, we are a heavy band. We are a metal band. Some might say, some might disagree, but as far as heavy influences go, I think we are very influenced from every genre of metal that grooves. Having a groove to your playing and to the music that you write. It's something that's very. It resonates, I think, with us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
It's something that we immediately like and we immediately identify with. So a lot of the metal scene from the 90s
And the zeros,
and the
yeah.
zeros are our main influences. But then again, as we said before, we also like, you know, gent and progressive metal and you know, and all, I should say old metal, maybe, you know, metal from the 80s, let's say. Or having limitations to your influences, it's very bad for you as a musician, because you don't get to expand, and as an artist you should expand. So yeah, I would say that influences are everything. Experiences, genres of music, whatever.
For example, right now we're in our studio and we have, you know, several posters in our walls. You can find from Slipknot to Delane to Red Hot Chili Peppers to Devin Townsend to whatever. You can find like everything here. So you get an idea.
Yeah, we hope.
Because we have no idea clearly.
We have an idea of what we're doing, but not what we're listening. Okay, so we've got one EP with 3 songs out. It's called Cerebra, and it was a mix of the first song we've ever written, and which was Natural Born Killer, and then it has a song called One of the Crowd, which was a song we wrote when we started, you know, to find the groove of the band, you know, when we started to get in a certain situation where we started to groove with each other and understand each other as bandmates. And then there's Pressure, which is a song that me and Mariana wrote. I wrote up until that Do Me part, you know, the Safe Within part that Mariana sings, and Mariana also did some additional orchestration. And now we are working on our full-length album. It has so far 10 songs in it. It's very good. It's our favorite work so far, and I know that kind of sounds cheesy, and every like band says that, but I guess the thing that makes it better than Cerebra is that, you know, right now that actually Cerebra was supposed to be a demo.
Yeah. First of all, it was supposed to be a demo.
Just to get live shows and
and to get the word out. But then we decided that we wanted a full production because
we had no lineup, everybody left.
Yeah. Because of that, and because we wanted to hear the full sound and what we had in our minds.
Yeah, because you know, it was the both of us. You know, it was the founders, and
you know, we've never actually listened to how our songs would, you know, sound like. Because when you're rehearsing, you're not able to hear everything, and when you put it down in a CD, it's like, you know, the truth time. You know,
it's realization time.
Yeah, it's gonna sound good. If it sucks and what you've written sucks, you're gonna hear it in the
mix, and I guess, you know, we were also looking for, you know, band members, but we had to write the record, and so we called up a few friends to write the record. It was my friend Jason who wrote all the bass, and then my friend Yorgos wrote Pressure, and we just, you know, we were just saying, actually our thought process was something along the lines of that we wanted to express and, you know, get out of our heads and into this project exactly every last detail that we had in mind for our songs. We were working very hard to make the songs better, and we just we finished the record, and it was very beneficiary for us because Tassos and Makis, who came later on during the time of the mastering, I believe so, it was right around there, they just knew that we're a serious band that views what they're doing with respect and with a certain level of professionalism, and that we were not just kids who were trying to play music and just jam and all that. So I believe that was very beneficiary regarding us finding new members and a new lineup, and it was also very beneficiary because we learned how to record a record, which is what we are doing now. We know what we are gonna do in our songs. We're much more confident with our music.
Yeah, it's and we also know what not to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is, also very important. Because you have to evolve your sound and sound better. And it was a first tryout for us, so that we can get closer to what we have in our minds in our first full-length album.
But I am very proud of that record.
Of course.
Came out super heavy and super cool.
And the production was really good, and to think that that we started off with it being a demo. So
just like nothing, just to record and just give it to promoters and store owners to book us a gig or something. It wasn't supposed to be like that. It was a very pleasant and happy accident, I would say.
Yeah.
But it was by design. When we were left without a lineup, we said, you know what, we need to make this a production.
Yeah, thank God that our sound engineer Dimitris.
Yeah, shout out to Dimitris. He's a great guy.
From Matrix
recording studio. Yeah, he's like the best. He was awesome. He was very instrumental in making this record, sound the way it sounds. And so far, we have this album out, and we hope by, summer or September of 2019 to have our full-length album out, which we are really eager for you to hear. So let's say one record and another one in the works.
Yeah. Okay, so now the upcoming live shows.
Yeah. Okay, so we're playing in Modu Club Athens in October, and we're very excited. We're playing with two other Greek bands called Cosmogonia and Infected Minds, and we're very excited for that show because right now we're in a place where the band is grooving. It's it's getting tighter, and the shows are getting tighter as well. What would you say?
We also have we have another show in the making, but it's not something solid, so there's nothing to announce yet. We are also trying to play abroad.
Play in some other countries outside of Greece, and it's going good because we're working with our managers
and we have something booked, but we're not allowed to.
Yeah, we're not
announce it.
Our lips are sealed.
Yeah.
So right now upcoming shows, it's for sure we're playing the Modu in October, and once we book the other one, when it's a done deal, we will announce it as well.
Yeah. Although we're trying not to play so much right now because we're just a few months before we hit the studio, so we have to practice a lot for the studio.
Yeah, it's focus time right now.
So we are being really selective with what we're going to do in terms of live gigging, because doing a live and doing a record is two different processes.
Yeah, and it needs a whole different mindset as well,
yeah,
because you're writing and you're in this writing mode, and you're so focused and so into it, and you're trying to be creative, and then you have to be in like full-on rock mode and just try to entertain your friends and all those people that paid to see you, and it's just it's a very weird experience. So it has to be something really good for us to play a show right now, because we are trying to hammer this record out. We're trying to make it a very unique record in general, not just for us, but in general.
Yeah, which is something that is very difficult because we really love playing live.
Yeah.
We want that so much. It's
it's like having a very very beautiful girl saying that she wants to go on a date with you, and you're like oh no, but I'm in a relationship.
Okay. And future plans. Okay.
Future plans. Okay, yeah, of course. As we said before, we are writing our full-length album, it's gonna take a while because we're really working on it. We're putting so much effort and energy on it, and we're also thinking about doing something, like on the internet with, like a more behind-the-scenes stuff. We're thinking of ways for you, for all you listeners and anyone who is interested to, to get to know the band a little better, because, we are living in the age of, the internet, and it's not something that's just sadly just writing a record.
You cannot not take it into account.
Yeah, most of us spend a lot of time on the internet checking out stuff, and it's something we are thinking about doing. Maybe doing it ourselves or collaborating with someone that follows the band, and not too much, but rehearsal stuff, maybe a few interviews here and there. Other than that, we are working with designers for we're in the process of changing our logo right now.
Yeah. We are throwing everyday names for the new record.
Yeah, for the album we have changed so many names. We have the track list though.
Yeah, we do have that. Well.
And that's about it. Some stuff on the internet. Some behind the scenes stuff. The new album, and and just working on playing in other countries as well as here. The plan is always to make our fan base bigger. Anyone that spends any amount of time listening to us, we appreciate that so much, and it just makes us want to try harder. So we really want to release this record and then get out there and just connect with people. Try to create a fan base of of like-minded people, and just create hopefully a culture, maybe.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. Okay, so this was our interview, guys. Thank you so much. Thanks for the time. Thanks for for your devotion so far. Thanks to anyone who bought Cerebra. Thanks for this interview. Thanks to the station, and really, if you like what we do so far, we urge you to come to our shows. And we also, urge you to listen to Cerebra. And so far we're trying our best to represent ourselves and everyone who thinks like us the best way we can.
If you want to share a comment with us, please, you can contact us in our Facebook page. We are always, I am a media addict by now.
She's our media assistant.
Yeah. I'm controlling every account.
Yeah,
so everything is buzzing all the time, and we are trying to to get back on everyone who wants to share, comment, speak with us, whatever.
Yeah, so if you want to reach out to the band, we're still in that process where we do everything ourselves. So anything you want to say, anything you want to share, or anything you want, maybe an album or something, just contact us. We love to be in touch with every person who is a potential fan, and it's someone who has an interest in the band. So thank you again, guys. Thank you so much. Project Renegade, Cerebra is already out if you haven't heard. And we hope we see you in Modu in October. Bye, guys. Thank you so much.
Bye. Thank you.